Good morning, everybody. So it is Tuesday morning, September 14th. I'm going to cover a lot of stuff today, and you might want to grab a pen and paper because I want to direct you to a couple of videos that I think you'll be interested in. First, let's get those out of the way. I don't know if you know who Michelle Fielding is. She doesn't do a lot of stuff, but she has been on Michael Jaco and has some interesting information. She brought two videos out yesterday. One is her talking for about 20 minutes, and then the other one is her and Amy Satori. So she is, in that video with her and Amy Satori, they're kind of like doing the Janine and Jean-Claude dance back and forth. Michelle does some channeling, and then she asks questions and has Amy use cards. And I know who Amy is from 2 or 3 years ago. I was actually on her radio show one Sunday night. She does like a psychic call-in show and uses cards, and she's in Boulder, Colorado. So I've known who she was, and I liked the collaboration that her and Amy did yesterday. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet because I was super busy yesterday after I got off of work. But anyway, Michelle's channel is Michelle Fielding Spiritual Coach or something like that, spiritual guidance, but it's Michelle Fielding, Fielding. She did two yesterday. She has blonde hair, gal from the UK. I'm going to say go check her out. Those two are worth watching. The other thing is I spent 3.5 hours on the phone with one of my, she's a friend now, but she was a subscriber, and we got to be friends over the last 2 or 3 years, and we hit every subject under the sun last night. And one of the things that came up was why the people that had the V's were so mad at the ones that didn't. And one of the things that I said, or I feel, and you can agree or disagree, is one of the reasons they are so mad at us, and I'm going to use me as an example. I would say, for the most part, most people respect me. I don't play in the drama. I don't get in fights with people. I'm not in that level of ick. Anymore. I don't know that I ever was. Maybe I was, but whatever the case is, I think most people respect me as a good guidance, spiritual person, easy to talk to, can ask the right questions. And if people have had that, and people like me have chosen not to have those, we are making them question their decisions. So when they get mad, they are questioning, did I do the right thing? Oh my God, I like her, and I think she's smart, or I think she's very well grounded, and what does she know that I don't know? Now, they're not going to tell you that. They're just going to take it out on you and, disown you from their family or whatever because you have triggered the crap out of them. So they don't know what to do with that anger, that energy, whatever. So they're taking it out on people like us. So if you are in that situation, keep in mind you are triggering their ability to question whether they did the right or the wrong thing. So don't take it personally. This is their healing that's coming out for them. One of the other things that kind of came out that I've been thinking about, and I know that there is a huge divide between families. I have kind of detached from a lot of my family, not necessarily because of the V or not V, but just because I have a lot of my family members are very firmly planted in the 3D. They are still making that choice of being in the web and programmed and not trying to heal themselves from what I can tell. And I don't have a lot of interest being around people that are like that. It's uncomfortable for me to be around that situation anymore. When I see what they're doing to themselves or their families or their kids or whatever, I have just removed myself from that situation. So one of the things that kind of came to me the other day is, it was, I don't know if it was a download or a thought or whatever. It was like, I believe, and you can agree or disagree. Tell me what you think. I do not think everybody is going where we're going. And the separation and the divide right now is going to make it easier to let go of those people that don't make it over. There's a lot of people that I believe will take their own lives. There are a lot of people that will not survive physically in the changeover, for many reasons. I just don't think everybody's coming over with us to where we are going. Call it New Earth, call it whatever you want. And if we are already divided and separated from the people that we used to hang out with, that we used to love, our family members, our friends, coworkers, whatever, that divide now has already kind of separated us. And hopefully a lot of us have already healed that grieving process of losing people that we cared about. So when we do make the jump and they do not, it's just that much easier to not be attached in that emotional baggage that most people deal with when they lose somebody in their life. I think the more alert, a more aware, awakened that I get, the more I understand how this earth works. My emotions they're not volatile like they were at one time. I mean, God, 2 or 3 years ago, my emotions were a mess, and I was crying and I was up and down and angry and sad and every emotion that you can think of. I don't have that anymore. I mean, every once in a while something might pop up, but for the most part, I'm going to say the negative emotions that the majority of humans go through, deal with, I have gotten through that. And that hopefully is where everybody is going to go. So if you are not feeling attached to whatever, you've healed those emotions. Good for you. You have won a lot of the battle. And I believe that is part of what coming to Earth is about, is to manage the emotions. And, the bad guys learned how we deal with our emotions, and they use that against us. So I think that if we're not having those emotions used against us anymore, we have won, period. Because you make different decisions when you are not in an emotional state. You make more rational decisions, because emotional decisions are not always the best ones to make. So, is there anything else? I told you about Michelle Fielding and Amy Satori. Go check those out. I think that's it for now. I just wanted to throw that out there while it was on my mind. And I hope everyone has a good day. Hang in there. It feels, again, like we are getting closer and closer all the time. And there's some exciting stuff that's going to be coming out. And I look forward to hopefully meeting a lot of you in person someday. Because the restrictions that we have on us now, I assume, are going to disappear. And there's going to be other ways for us to travel, other ways for us to get together, and stuff that we don't even know about. So I am on that train. That's the train I'm going to be on. That's the train I'm going to focus on. I'm not going to focus on the lack mentality. I'll throw this in. I do watch some of the prepping channels, more because I want to be ready for a short-term interruption in how we live our everyday life now. I am not going to be one of those that's got a 3-year supply or a 10-year supply. That is not where I'm at. I am not in that lack mentality. I have moved over to the feeling or the place that I will be provided for. We will. Part of that is the surrender to Source, God, Universe, Creator, surrendering that we will be taken care of. And if you are in that place, then you are going to know, even if you are short on something, it's going to be provided for you. And I believe the super duper heavy duty crazy apocalypse preppers are very much in lack mentality. They do not believe that source is going to provide for us, or maybe that's how they're think that source is. I don't know, but I'm not going to be that prepped. I'm a little prepped, but not super duper prepped. So anyway, just keep in that mind frame of everything is going to be provided for, whether it is shelter or food or whatever. And I remember very clearly a video I did when I was doing tarot readings was that basically it was the universe will provide as like if you were a camper going out into the woods, you have as much as you can carry on your back, and as you are traveling along your path, you're going to run into other light workers that are going to help you along your way. That was very comforting for me. That was very comforting for a lot of people, and it's nice to know that as we go along in our path to New Earth, everything is going to be there that we need. We may not see it right now, we may not feel it, but everything is going to be provided when we need it the most. So if you're losing sleep at night, if that's stressing you out, that means you have not surrendered to the abundance that Source and Creator has waiting for us. So I'm going to say that's some unhealed stuff that you're dealing with if you're in that situation right now, if you're in those feelings, if you're in those emotions. Keep plugging along, healing yourself, doing whatever you need to. And I will also throw in, a lot of my major healing happened when I started my tarot channel. I only started because I wanted to learn how to do tarot cards. My goal was not to do readings and pay my bills by doing readings. That wasn't my goal. It was strictly to learn the tarot cards. As I learned the tarot cards, the same stories kept coming up. You need to heal this. You need to forgive. You need to heal that. This needs to be done. It was like 7 or 8 themes it was like storylines that came up over and over and over again from those readings that I did. So if you do want to heal, if you have certain things that you don't know how to heal, I would strongly suggest learning how to do the tarot and seeing the themes that come out, that the source keeps telling you this needs heal this, heal that, all of that stuff. I think you would find that very valuable. That's one way that you can do that yourself. You don't have to pay a bunch of money. You don't have to pay people like me to do quantum healing sessions. You can buy a deck of cards, tarot cards, and just work on that yourself. That's a minor investment of $20 and learn the tarot and practice on other people and see what Source reveals as far as healing when it comes to that. If you are in that place of still having issues and attachments and emotions going up and down and all over the place, and you can't figure out how to get rid of that, highly suggest that. I mean, that was very helpful for me along with the quantum healing sessions. So, all right, I'm done rambling. I'm going to eat my breakfast, go to work. Everybody have a great day. Bye.